Hey y'all, this is a long awaited video. I'm about to talk about my home buying journey. I purchased my house roughly 2 years ago. I was been supposed to do this video, but I've just been procrastinating. But today we're gonna get it done. So before we start, I am going to cheers to you guys. I made me a blueberry lemon drop. I've already started drinking it. But cheers to you guys. Let's take a sip and get right into it. If y'all see me looking down, I did take some notes to try to touch bases on some things. I was supposed to start my home buying journey, but I was afraid because I was a single woman. And I was like, oh, I want to wait till I get, like my boo come along, my husband come along. But ladies, I want y'all to know that it is okay, like perfectly okay, to purchase your home alone. Like, you don't need a man. You can do this on your own. So it's so crazy how life works, because where I live at, it was a house that's not far. Like, literally, I can see it from my front porch that I wanted to move in. And granted, it was cheaper than my house, and I could have got the house if I wanted to. But mentally, I just wasn't ready. So if I can tell you guys two things: it's okay to buy a house single, and do it when you're ready, not when nobody else is ready. Not when your mama tell you to buy it, not when your daddy tell you to buy it, but when you're ready. And I say all of that to say also, just to get your mind right. Just do it when you're ready. And don't put a time frame on it. Let me tell y'all something. I just posted this today on Instagram, and I'll include it here. But I said I thought I was going to be married in a home by 23 to 25. Like I wrote on my Facebook. And you know how Facebook reminds you of what you posted, or you look at your old posts. And I didn't get my house when I thought I was going to get it, but I'm glad I didn't, because the situation I was in, we ain't had no business buying no house together. But I will say I started my journey around February-ish, and I got approved on February the 11th. I would say make sure all your paperwork is together. And when you have it, I want you to create a Google Drive, and then always keep it on you. Like, I was at work, and I don't live too far from my job, but I was keeping it on me because they would call and say, hey, we need this. Hey, we need that. So that's what I did. And then as far as getting pre-approved, I did not run my credit for 2 years before. The only time I ran my credit was to get my place and to get cable. Everything else, they did not have to run my credit for. So that was a plus. So people, please don't go out and buy a car. Try not to run your credit. Try to keep it ding free as possible. And I know it may sound like, well, damn, I don't think I can wait 2 years to not run my credit. You can. And make sure you don't buy no furniture while you're doing this process either. Most people feel like they're buying a house, they want to go buy all new furniture, and they go and get pre-approved with these rooms to go, credit cards, actually furniture credit cards, and it messes up your chances. So wait till you sign on the dotted line, you have officially closed to go to these stores and buy this furniture, because it'll set you back a lot. I went for my buyer's consultation on February the 29th, and I'll include a clip of that in the next slide so you guys can see what I did. And it was really nice because I met with my realtor and her assistant, Kim. Hey, Kim. Hey, Miko. I met with them. They gave me a bag to keep up with some stuff, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, my process was moving so fast that it almost scared me. And I think I spoke too soon, because once we got to the tail end to get ready to close, like, stuff just started happening left and right. And as soon as I went through my pre-approval, I did my home buyer's consultation. I went out and saw some townhouses, and they were really cute. They were within my budget, but I just didn't want a townhouse. I felt like it was just too small. I was aiming more so for a single family home. So that's what I went with. And the house that I currently live in, when I would be at work just gazing on the internet, I used to be like, oh my God, this house is so ugly. I didn't like the color. I thought it was in one spot, but it was in a whole nother spot. So it actually ended up working out for me. And I'm going to do another video to give y'all the rundown on the top 10 things that I've learned when it comes to home ownership. And like I said, I went and met with her. We went under contracts. I can't think of the exact day we went under contract. I think it was like February the 24th is when I went under contract. And everything was moving so fast. Went on the contract the 24th, and then the 25th, I had did a home inspection. And let me tell you about that. A lot of people tell you gotta save money. You better listen, because my initial home inspection was supposed to be like $300, but it ended up going to like 7 something, because the house I purchased was like a rehab house. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's like the older homes a lot of investors are buying that they're totally gutting out and reselling. So that's the kind of home that I have. So my realtor, when we came to look at the house, she let me look. I was smiling. I was like, I like it. This is my house. I was claiming it. I was just so happy. And baby, under the bones, they had a lot of work to do. And I think the person I bought the house from ended up having to put like $10,000 to $15,000 into this house to get some things right before we went to the closing tables. But he was a good sport about it. He fixed everything. I wasn't worried. And then I paid, I think, like another $500 to $700 a couple weeks later, just so I could make sure that they fixed everything, which they hadn't. So I'm glad I did get an inspection, because then they went and fixed the rest of the stuff. So your inspections just depend on what kind of home you're buying, the condition and everything, and your realtor. So today is my buyer's orientation or buyer's consultation with my realtor. My realtor is Miko, the realtor of the Fountain Group, and it's at 11 o'clock, so it's like 10-ish. I'm leaving a little early because Atlanta traffic is treacherous. Like, it's real bad, and it's a little rainy and ugly outside, so I want to get there on time but have enough time to spare. So I'll keep you guys updated. I am happy about this journey. This is something new for me, so I'll let you guys know how it goes when I get there. My first time viewing the chateau. Alrighty, so today is March 26th. I am still under contract, and I did have to sign a 8-day extension because the sellers had not fixed everything that needed to be fixed that we agreed upon closing. So we had to push it out, and then the house had to go into a second appraisal because something happened. So we had to wait till that come back, and that won't be back until tomorrow. So today we are on day 3 or day 4 of the extension. And we are in the middle of Corona gates, okay? Corona has the city shut down. Corona has our lives on pause. It's like basically we're driving in neutral. Not feeling it, but it is what it is. My realtor hit me up yesterday. I don't know if I mentioned, but I was supposed to close on this past Monday, the 23rd, but I didn't. So my realtor informed me yesterday that we may be closing on Monday, this coming Monday. I'm not sure what day that is, but we may close on that day. We'll see. She said she'll just keep me informed. But it's so weird that the times we're living in, because like the attorneys at the attorney's office where I'm set to do my closing, them folks is out there doing closings out of the parking garage. Like, this is how serious Corona is. And at this point, we could close anywhere. Just let me sign, get y'all my money, and go on about my business, okay? But I'm still a little excited. I am being more patient, but I know I have to be out of this place where I currently live by the end of April. So I should have everything aligned. I should be done and moved in before this lease is up. My landlord already knows when I signed this 6-month extension with him that this was it. I am tired of giving him my money. And you know what? When I go pay my rent tomorrow, which is Friday, I might have to do another part of this video because I don't have to deal with him anymore, and I don't have to keep paying him. I'm going to be paying towards something that's mine. So, like I say, I'll keep you guys posted about my home buying journey. I plan to do more series about it, just to break it down, just to give you guys some pointers and assistance, and just talk about going the traditional route, which is FHA, or going through a down payment program. And if you guys know, I was originally supposed to go through NACA. Them folks play too many games. You hear me? Too many games. Couldn't deal with them no more. So then I found out about another program called Invest Atlanta, And I was gonna go with them because y'all know I just swore I was gonna move in Atlanta. Okay, like I just knew I was gonna move in Atlanta. I wanted to live inside a Beltline. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. But like as I started digging deeper, it made no sense to live within a Beltline. For one, you have to wait for these neighborhoods to come together with the gentrification, and then two, I'm spending all this money for a house, and y'all schools is trash. No. When I wrote my vision board and on my whiteboard, I said a great school system and low taxes. And Atlanta taxes is just keep rising and rising and rising. We not doing that. So I'm gonna just currently stay in the area that I already live in, that I'm already familiar with. It's not too far from my job, not too far from my son, school, and his aftercare program. So it just works out for the better. So yeah, I'll be giving you guys more tips and also about down payment, about the cost. See, them folks tell you about these no down payments, but they don't tell you the other fees that are associated with it, as far as like your earnest money, your inspections, y'all. I had to get an inspection, right? Let me tell you. The inspection was like supposed to be like 3 something. So the house that I'm purchasing is a rehabbed house, which I really wanted. I don't know why. I just wanted a rehabbed house. I like the way they look, structure, everything. So at the last minute, my realtor threw in a mold inspection, which took it up to almost $700. But I'm glad she did add it at the last minute because it ended up being mold in the house. But it's only because the roof had poor ventilation. So by having poor ventilation, it was causing the mold. So they're gonna address it and fix it. But again, $300 on the front, extra on the front end, saved me thousands of dollars on the back end. So I'm appreciative of it. And then hopefully I can interview my realtor so you guys can meet her and ask any questions, any comments, any concerns. She is so cool. She's so down to earth. Like, I love her. I've been following her since before I was even thinking about buying a house. Like when I first moved to Atlanta, which was like 5 years ago, I want to say. And I went on a tour with her on the Beltline because remember I told y'all I just knew I was moving in the city, but it wasn't the right time. And so when I got my ducks in a row, my credit together, everything is flowing the way it needs to be flowed. So hopefully Monday we close. If not, I'm okay with it. I just need to be out of here by April 31st or 30th, however many days ever got. I just need to be up and out of here. All right, you guys. See ya. So today is April the 1st, April Fool's Day. Don't mind my background. I am in the middle of packing. But I'm just coming to give you guys an update. I was supposed to close on this past Tuesday. But the date got pushed back because a few things were not done. And my realtor said, we're not closing until this is done. So I appreciate her for that. Because, you know, some realtors, they'll rush you to the closing table because they're trying to get their commission check. But she said that we need to just hold off, pump the brakes. So I'm not rushing it. Like I said, as long as I'm out of here by April the 30th, I am fine because that's when my lease is up. So yeah, we're supposed to be closing on Monday. I think that's April the 6th, I think. So yeah, that's when I'm set to close again. But hopefully they got everything done, everything situated. It looks like I have on no clothes, but I have on a sundress. I can say, when I got the news the day before that I wasn't closing, I was a little defeated a little bit because I'm like, dang, y'all, like, I think my closing has been pushed back 2 or 3 times because I know I was originally supposed to close on the 23rd, which was a Monday, but they ended up pushing it back, and then it was another day, then it was this past Tuesday. So fingers crossed, we close on Monday. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. A lot of moving parts when it comes to purchasing a home. But this is just part one, just giving you the basic rundowns of the delays of my closing and why I wanted to purchase a home. In my next couple videos, I do plan on going over down payment assistance, I tried the NACA route, I tried the Georgia Dream route, and I tried the Invest Atlanta route. I did not use down payment assistance. I did go with FHA, but when I make my next video, I'll go more into detail as to why I didn't go those routes. So we're going to talk about down payment assistance, what you need to prepare to get ready to purchase your own home. We're also going to talk about just the financial aspects of like a safe number to have, and what should you come to the table with, and closing costs and inspections, and just stuff that you should prepare for. And it's going to be some stuff you don't even think about. Just down to the smallest detail of just moving, movers, boxes, packing, just utilities, trying to pay bills at 2 households. And the good thing about it is in April, I had to pay my rent at my other spot, and I had to be out by the end of April. But over here, I closed in April, but I didn't have to make my first mortgage payment in June. And one tidbit that my realtor taught me was, if you close on any day except the first of the month, your mortgage won't be due that following, that the next month, it'll be due the month following after that. So I did try to stick to that rule. So I think from April to May, I didn't pay a mortgage and I didn't pay any rent. But June 1st, they got their money out of me. And also, when you first buy your home, pay attention to your mail. Like, pay close attention to your mail, because my house is financed by one company. And before I made my first mortgage payment, they had us sold it to somebody else. And I saw mail in my thing, but I kept getting like scam mail in the mail about getting certain documents and doing this and doing that and trying to sell me different packages. So I didn't open it. Some people say, you know, Jasmine, you might want to open your mail, honey. And I'm glad I did, because they had switched my mortgage provider. But overall, I love home ownership. I'm not gonna lie. Some days I'm like, oh, why did I do this? But other days I'm just like, I'm glad. At least I know my payment will stay the same. And it was just overall, my experience is pretty good. I love my realtor. Also, I'm gonna tell you how to pick your realtor. That's a whole nother can of worms, because all these girls in Atlanta, come a little closer. You see them with the Mercedes and the red bottoms and the nice clothes and the full photo shoots. They don't be knowing what they be doing. And you know, everybody has to learn. Everybody got to start from somewhere. But a lot of times, when I bought my house in the pandemic. And if y'all look at the market right now, it's terrible. Like, it wasn't bad when I got mine. I got a good price. But right now, it's terrible. But some of the stuff she negotiated, like my house didn't have a refrigerator. She got it negotiated. I did not pay my closing costs. She had them to fix a whole lot of stuff that have been real expensive and set me back a lot moving in this darn house. So you gotta really focus. And don't get me wrong, I've peeped some other realtors in Atlanta. One, I knew she was going through something. She didn't publicly say it. She said it years later. But when you're first time home buyer, you need somebody that's hands-on and that's literally holding your hand, that can answer every question, that can take every phone call, that's willing to bridge you to the next one. And my realtor that I told her, I almost didn't use her, because Auntie was booked and busy. Like, she was booked. She was not answering the phone, nothing. But at the midnight hour, I was able to get in contact with her. And another realtor, she asked me how much I make a year, and she was like, oh no, I can't work with you. Mind you, I'm not gonna say none of their names, because I don't want to tarnish their brands. But yeah. And then another one, she done got real highfalutin, and I went to some of her home buying workshops, and she kept trying to pass me out to her assistant. And don't get me wrong, everybody have assistant. My realtor Miko, she had an assistant, Kim. Kim was phenomenal. Miko was phenomenal. They had a great team. But I just feel like, don't keep throwing me off on your assistant. At least talk to me, and if I have a question you can't get to me, then, you know, have your assistant to answer it. But don't play with me. I need hands-on attention. And if you buy your first house, you need hands-on attention, because it could get to be a lot. And when you start seeing them numbers and how much you financing and how much you paying and how much the house worth and how much it's really gonna cost once interest get done with you, your head be spinning. You need somebody to rub your back and let you know that it's gonna be okay. But like I said, I can't wait to do other parts of this video. Make sure you tell a friend, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.